Hey guys, and welcome back to Studio Pro with me, Gregor. And if you want to take your drums from sounding like this to this, then pay close attention to this episode, because I want to talk you through parallel mixing and the wonders of parallel compression using a plugin that's currently free in the year of 2026 for all Studio Pro license holders. It's the HitVerb 54th Street Studio 6, that's quite a name, which is a convolution reverb plugin using the impulse responses of one of the most famous studios. It's the Hit Factory Studio 6 in New York City. And while this plugin doesn't have a ton of controls, as you can see, the quality of a convolution reverb generally just stands and falls with the quality of the impulse responses, which in this case is second to none. And you can use this reverb in a variety of ways. You can use it for the classic reverb sound on drums, pianos, and so forth, but you can also use it in very creative ways, which I especially enjoy. For example, for a technique called parallel compression, which means that you take the original signal, which is not heavily compressed, and you mix that together with a heavily distorted, compressed, punchy version of that. That would be way too much on its own. And you balance the two in perfect relation and you end up with the best of both worlds. You get the natural sound from the original, while at the same time you're getting that dominance, that punchiness that you get from an overcompressed signal. And it really is in many ways mixing magic from Hogwarts. I'm going to show you that right after I show you how to install this thing in the first place so you can follow along. So what you want to do is you want to head over to my.fender.com in your browser and navigate to the My Gear section, and then under third party offers, you should find the HitVerb 54th Street Studio 6. You can redeem that with a click, which is going to take you straight to the plugin developer's website, where you need to create an account so that you can then access the installer. As soon as you have registered your Hit Factory plugins account, you can then head over to the account panel where you're going to find the button Register Product. And this is where you want to add the license key that you found inside of the My Gear section on my.fender.com. So you just copy and paste that license key from the third party office over to their account panel to register. And once you've done that, you should be able to download the Windows and Mac installers right there. As soon as you open up the plugin for the first time from the Studio Pro browser, you should be also prompted to enter the iLog activation. This is the copyright protection basically, but you just need to copy and paste that same license key once again, and it's just going to work. So once that's done, this plugin is yours to keep forever. So now let's see what it can do. Right from the get-go, you'll notice that this plugin is highly intuitive and super easy to use. You have a bunch of presets to get you started right here, but personally I really enjoyed just dialing my own presets. I particularly enjoyed the shape controls with the low cut, so that allows me to cut out the lows of the reverb so that it doesn't sound muddy without needing an extra instance of EQ. And it also comes with a carpet button, which just gives the entire sound a little bit more of an analog feel, if you will. There's also 3 different types of microphone models to choose from, and then something that you don't find on every convolution reverb, which is that you can decouple the early reflections from the tail level. And this is especially interesting for some creative applications, for example in parallel compression, which gave me the idea for this video in the first place. Let's listen to this reverb on a bunch of different materials first, and then I gotta show you the application where I found this plugin to be quite game-changing. So this would be the reverb on a pop guitar. Let me just deactivate it so you can hear it, how it sounds in the current state. And now let's turn on the HitVerb. In this case, I have it on Ascend here, which means that I have a separate channel where I can do my own processing without affecting the original instrument. Sometimes that can be quite desired, and it's just a gorgeous sounding reverb. What more could you possibly want? It also works great on other music styles, for example, R&B and soul. This would be fantastic. This is a vocal sample right here. And let me play that again dry without the reverb first. Doesn't have a lot of ambience right now. So let's change that. So that sounds pretty promising already, but it doesn't really go beyond your standard reverb applications. And that is until you start messing with the source and shape controls. So here I have a drum recording. And I found it quite interesting what I'm able to do if I decouple the early reflections from the tail and then start using the shape controls. And many settings actually give the sound a ton of punch. Now, of course, that would be way too much on its own, but then this made me think of parallel compression, which is the idea that you can leave the original signal as is and you just mix the qualities of this overly punchy and heavily distorted signal with that and get the best out of both worlds, as I said in the beginning. So in addition to this standard reverb that I have on the drums right now, I've actually gone ahead and created a separate send, which you can simply do by dragging any kind of insert to the sends portion of your channel. And that particular instance, I've driven very hard using Fat Channel with some truly wild, outlandish settings. And on its own, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Listen to this. You probably think Gregor has completely lost it. What even is that? But once I start mixing this to the original signal, you will see how it will all fall into place, because this is adding exactly what the original is missing: the punch and that power and that loudness in the low mids. Check it out. So let me just turn the send with the overcompressed signal all the way down, and let me just dial that in very, very slowly for you. Without and with. Without and with. It almost sounds like the original has been low cut, right? Because of that massive drop in the low end and the low mids as soon as I disable the parallel compression. And all that without any audible downsides. I mean, the stereo field is still completely intact. If I would toggle this to mono, there's no phase issues whatsoever. Right, it's still completely intact, and it also doesn't sound like I'm killing all the transients, like I'm gluing everything, flattening all the transients. None of that. It's basically really just the upsides of both. It's the natural sound from the original drum kit with that added punch that only parallel compression can get you in a mix. And I find that this plugin is just perfect for this kind of parallel processing workflow. So if you haven't tried out parallel compression, parallel distortion, and any of these kind of concepts, then you should try it out today, and you should try it with this free plugin that's available now for all Studio Pro 8 license holders. Thank you for watching.